money, $5. Stripe transfer, $10.18. Another, I guess these are donations. Another Stripe transfer for $96.80, and another for $15.18, bringing our total deposits to $2,297.20, with a ending balance of $8,548.20. That is the treasurer's report for this month. Thank you and have a good evening.
And I don't even know if I introduced myself, but I'm Barbara Rogers, the current president of LRCA. I think I met all of you all. So we're gonna now move to the minutes. The minutes are always printed in our newsletter on page 3. So I need a motion to accept the minutes as they were printed in our June 2023 newsletter. Can I get a motion to accept? Can I get a second? All right, so it's been moved and seconded that we accept the minutes as they are printed in the June newsletter. Now we're going to move to our elected officials. Because we are kind of short on time, can I get all of the ANC commissioners to come forth? All our ANC commissioners. Okay, so if you have a minute update, please introduce yourselves first. But if you have a minute update, give an update. Let's start here with Commissioner.
I'm Lorraine. Just an update. Working with public safety. Building issues. Our boundaries go from Riggs, Nicholson, Eastern down to Kansas Avenue.
My name is Allison Brooks, and I'm the commissioner for 4008. And I do not have an update at this time, but our next meeting is the 4th Monday of this month. And we are meeting in July, which is not necessarily typical. And that is also the 4th Monday of the month.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael Cohen. I'm the our boundaries are north of Kansas, west of Eastern Ave, and to the east of 3rd Street Northwest. We had a great walk recently with our Mocha Sophia Tacola and checked out some paper alleys that we're trying to address in the 6500 block of North Capitol Street. We're also trying to address the one-way issues that we're running into on the unit block of Sheridan. And we are trying to work on some activities at Lamond that we've got some consistent inquiries about, including some of the equipment and facilities, playground flooring there. And that is my short 1-minute update.
Good evening, everyone. Carlos Cozart, 5802 ANC. No major updates at this time. I would admonish you all, if you're interested, please join us for our next 5-day meeting held on the 4th Wednesday of the month. We will be having a June meeting. And also check out the 5802 ANC website, where I'll also post relevant updates to my media as well. Of course.
You all are going to have DDOT at your meeting.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the
And
plan.
there's going to be a conversation. But there's going to be a conversation about the cycle track that DDOT is interested in implementing along Riggs Road. And so while I am not in 5A, I do plan to attend the meeting, and so I would encourage everyone else that's interested in the cycle track implementation or not implementation to attend the meeting.
And since you brought it up, I would like to add, if you're not, please post your questions again to myself, to the 5A ANC commissioners to help you with that, or to your respective ANC commissioners as well. That way we have those questions ready to go, and we can ask those questions on your own.
Thank you so much. And while you all are here, we're going to present you all with a certificate. You all know this is our certificate meeting. So this says, in honor and recognition of your outstanding service to the Lamond-Riggs community through your participation as commissioners, your efforts, dedication, and commitment to Lamond-Riggs Citizens Association is greatly appreciated. So thank you, Michael, Allison, Commissioner Koza. And now we have to take a picture. Okay, please. Gotta hold it. Gotta hold your six.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty, thank you so much. Can you all please let me know when Councilmember Janice Lewis George gets here, as well as Councilmember Zachary Parker? Okay. So I do right now want to recognize, as you all know, we had an election in May. We have new officers that will serve for the next 2 years, but I would like for the current board to please come up. Some people have decided to continue, and some of them said, I'm done, which I totally understand. So if you all could just really just take a minute and introduce yourself and what is your current position?
I'm Maria Huff. I am the first vice president of this administration. It's an honor and privilege to serve the community that I've lived in for 62 years. And while I will miss a part of the role, I just think at this time, I just need some pullback and focus on some other things. So I'm still available, I'm still active. It's just not in this capacity at this time. Thank you.
So good evening, everyone. I am Danielle Burns-Wright, a trustee in Healthcare Committee. And the last 2 years has really been a great experience.
Hello, I'm Ms. Mack. I am currently a trustee, been in the area for 30 years, and I'm all over the board. I'm at the rec center. I meet the seniors on Thursday, Friday, so you can find me doing just about anything.
Hello, I am Tisha Cockrell. I am currently serving on this board as financial secretary. You probably know me from serving on this board since 2012 in some capacity. I am going to take a step back as well. I just want a little breather. I will return like that, man. And I am going to continue with the Friends of South Recreation Center from here on out. And it's been a pleasure to work with this board for these years. We've got a lot of great things done, and I look forward to the great works of the next board.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Apostle Paul Smith, the chair of the bereavement committee. And I just want to echo all the comments that have already been made about the board, serving under the leadership of Dan from Barbara Rogers. And so it's a delight. We have served on this past year and look forward to another term. Certainly, we know that there's been a lot of changes, good changes, and see what God has for us.
My name is Eddie Shepherd. I'm a trustee on the board, serving on the senior committee and also the bereavement committee. And this is my full-time program of serving, joint serving with the seniors.
Good evening, I'm Reverend Johnny Mays. I have been in this area for 52 years. I am a trustee and I am the chairman of the senior committee. I have enjoyed what I do because I love working with seniors. Seniors and children are my passion. I worked at LaSalle Elementary for years, working with the babies.
My name is Vandelia Joyner Taylor. I have served for the last 2 years with Barbara as corresponding secretary. I believe that has been abolished, but I am taking another position for the next 2 years. So I have enjoyed working with all of you.
And I'm Angela Booth. I am currently the second VP, also serving as a communication chair for the organization. It's been a pleasure serving in both of those roles, and I look forward to come back as a trustee.
Okay, so these are certificates again in honor and recognition of your outstanding service to the Lamond-Riggs community through your participation as whatever your position is. Your efforts, dedication, and commitment to LRCA is greatly appreciated. And I just want to say thank you to all of you all that served with me for 2 years. We got a lot accomplished, and I could not have done any of this without all of you all.
Oh, we love you.
Apostle Paul. Danielle, Ms. Mack. And Renee's, they're out of order, but who did I? Okay. Right. I'm sorry. Come on, y'all, let's take a picture. I know. It's gonna take. Are we all in?
We need a third.
Oh, Edwin got one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can y'all give them a hand? Okay, so before we continue, it looks, is David here? Hi, Kenzie. Okay, so, it looks like our co-chairs for the scholarship committee, they are not here. However, they went through a rigorous, to determine, we had, I think, 6 students that applied for our scholarship, but only 2 of them completed all the required documents and submitted the required documents. And so we do have one of the 2 students here. So we want to bring her up. Okay. Her name is Isabel Charles. Let's give her a hand. And as you all, if you don't know, LRCA, we give away $4,000 each year to deserving students that live within our boundaries. Since we only had 2 this year, and with the prices the way they are, the exec board voted that we would still do the 4,000 and we would give each of them 2,000.
All right.
Yeah. So we want to present this to Isabel, and then we're gonna have her just say a few words about what school she's going to. So this is in honor and recognition of your outstanding service to the Lamond-Riggs community through your participation as a distinguished scholarship recipient for the 2023 LRCA scholarship competition. And can you just tell them a little bit about yourself, like what school you're going to? Don't be shy.
My name is Isabel. I'm going to North Carolina.
All right. Yay!
I'll be majoring in animal science. I want to be a veterinarian. I'm very excited. I'm very thankful the LRCA and just the whole community for all their support. I really, really appreciate everybody that comes on. So I really appreciate it. And what I'm graduating from Washington Latin. Very nice.
Awesome.
Who gotta take you video? Oh, I thought that was your father.
Can we get a picture of you with your mom and dad, please? Come on up, Dad. I can take it. I can take it with your phone. You want me to take the picture with your phone? Would love to.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Give me one back. Okay.
Turn this way now. I got you, Lord.
Can you show that shirt? Open that jacket. Open that jacket. There you go. Wait a minute. Okay. post you on my education. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we're gonna keep moving through, with, certificates. Can we get Edwin Washington to come up? Okay. Introduce yourself.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Edwin Washington, Executive Director of Parks Main Street. Very simply, we help businesses, small businesses thrive. And our vision is where businesses know their neighbors and neighbors know their businesses. So we do here in Ward 4 and, Ward 5 and in Ward 4, we're just by Coolidge. Okay? So by Mr. Cozart and Mr. Cohen.
Wonderful. So we have actually 3 certificates, one for you, one for Ray, and we know that Eric is gone, but exactly. So it is in honor and recognition of your outstanding service to the Lamond-Riggs community through your participation as the Executive Director of the Parks Main Street. Thank you, Edwin, for all you do for LRCA. We appreciate it. We're going to give Edwin a minute. He has an update.
So I just wanted to share with everyone, just recently we've been talking about the community works project that we're doing in concert with the Office of Planning. And what this is an effort to, Ward 5 does not have a lot of memorials like some of the other places in the city. And so we had a first meeting on May 31st, virtual. Several people that are in the room now came to this introductory meeting to talk about Ward 5 suggestions on things we could commemorate. Like Lamond-Riggs took the lead in trying to make sure it stopped having the highway come through here. We talked about I think it's the Bryant brothers who built this. So we're looking for subjects to be able to commemorate through the Office of Planning. And we've been asked to convene the meetings. We'll have 3 meetings. The next meeting will be live. It'll be at Woodridge Library. It's going to be June 24th. It's on Saturday from 2:30 to 4:30. So we're asking folks to come out. It'll be a workshop about 2 hours to talk about different subjects. So I'm asking you to go to our website, theparksmainstreet.org, theparksmainstreet.org, and there's information about the commemorative works. Secondly, many of you might know Ms. B from Culture Coffee 2. So it's closed back in March. However, we still are working with her on her brainchild, which is the Riggs Park Art Crawl. That's going to happen July 14th and 15th. And we're going to use the outside here as the headquarters for that. We still will have live painting at some of the businesses and things like that. And then, of course, Art All Night is coming up September 30th. We are looking for volunteers. We're looking for vendors. We're looking for artists, looking for musicians. And so looking for your help there. September 30th, that's a Saturday this year. The last several years, we've had it on a Friday, and it will be from 7 to 11. So more to come on that, but our website is theparksmainstreet.org with information about how to get involved. Thank you so much, Bob, President Roger, and everyone here involved with the board. And we really appreciate it. And I know our board chair, Ray Crawford, appreciate it. Eric's in Argentina now, but we'll get this to him, okay?
All right. Thank you so much. Let's give okay, we're going to take a break from the certificates. We have been joined by Councilmember Denise Woods-George, as well as Councilmember Zachary Parker. We're going to let Councilmember Parker go first. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Okay, because Councilmember Denise Woods-George is actually going to swear in our new officers.
We're gonna do it together.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Y'all can't be in Ward 5 and then let my Ward 4 I swear y'all in.
Where's Carlos?
No, I'm totally teasing. I'm totally
Okay.
teasing.
No.
It is all love. Good evening, Lamond-Riggs. I'm glad to be with you. It has been a busy time at the council, but I wanted to welcome you all to Ward 5, and you all are no stranger to this community. I'm glad that you're able to enjoy at this beautiful library. I wanted to also congratulate the outgoing executive board.
And so if you were on the outgoing executive board, if you could please stand so you can be recognized. And let's give them a round of applause. And then I am also here to recognize the incoming executive board. So if you are on the incoming executive board, if you could stand so you can be recognized.
Yay!
I am going to just call the names that I have here for the incoming. Well, let me do the outgoing members. So for outgoing members, we have President Barbara Rogers, who will be serving again, and I'm really excited about that. Then we have first Vice President Gloria Huff. Oh, there you go. There you go. A little funny note about Ms. Huff. At any time of day or night, I may get a phone call like, hey, and one of the things I always try to answer, and whenever Ms. Huff gives me something to do, I try to find myself doing it because yes, I know at least that much. Second Vice President, we have Angeline Booth. Yes, yes. Treasurer, we have Audrey Walker. Financial Secretary, Tisha Cockrell. Awesome, awesome. Corresponding Secretary of Vanelia Joyner Taylor. Awesome. Historian Barbara Carter. And then trustees Patrice Richardson, Heather Rogers, and David Trudeau. Did I pronounce that right? Trudeau?
Yes.
Okay. And then for the incoming board, many of the same folks, but also going to recognize you again. Again, President Barbara Rogers. You must be doing something right when you get reelected, right? Is that what that means? Is that what that means? First Vice President, we have Danielle Lewis, right? Really excited to have you. Second Vice President, Shawan Robinson. And then trustees, we have Angeline Bruce, Rhonda Jenkins, Laverne Johnson, Julia Larson, Sherilyn Mack, Reverend Johnny Mays. I thought I saw you. Elizabeth Cavalick, Edgar Allen Shepard. Okay, I see you in the back. So I have this thing with people with 3 names. I really appreciate when people have 3 names. Especially when the 3 names are 3 first names or 3 last names sounding. Then we have Reverend Paul Smith and Vidalia Joyner Taylor. So again, congratulations to the outgoing members of the board and congratulations to the incoming members of the board. I am going to call my ward 4 colleague if that is in order. And are we going to do it now?
Sure, we can do it now.
But I do want to just give you this a simple update, and I'm calling my colleague to give an update about what's happening at the council in this budget season. And there's one very important fight on rent caps for rent control properties that you may have heard about, but I at least just want to give you the primer on. I encourage you to follow up, read more in either of our newsletters. But as you know, the council just went through our budget process. We have one more vote on the BSA, but essentially the fiscal year 24 budget is done. And in it, we were able to do a lot of good. The mayor sent us a budget. The council had an opportunity to wrangle with it. We saw increases in affordable housing. We saw increases in vouchers, or we extended more vouchers. We replaced emergency rental assistance for those that may need it. We expanded funding across our public safety agencies from DBH to the ONE's office to MPD, and the list goes on, knowing that public safety is top of line for a lot of people. For the first time ever, we funded the school first and budgeting approach in DCPS to make sure none of our schools see a smaller budget this year than they saw in last year. And so that will mean all of our schools will see a boost in their school budgeting. What am I missing? I'm sure there's so many more things. In Ward 5, we saw many investments. I'm really proud to have secured a $1 million investment on South Dakota. We know that this is a very dangerous stretch of road. And so that $1 million will go into studying how we can improve the safety of the road that will then eventually lead to a road improvement. We also saw investments in opioid abatement in Ward 5, and so that would target in the Trinidad area. I know we needed it in other areas, but it was a small investment that we will be able to provide targeted investments in Trinidad, and the list goes on. I'm not going to bore you with that.
and I'm sure my colleague can share Ward 4 investments, but rent control. So for those that may be familiar, rent control properties, as the name implies, rental units where there are caps on how much the rent can raise. There is a board that governs and decides how much those rent increases can be from year to year. And this year, or the formula is inflation +2. Inflation is up or down right now. It's way up. And so this year, rental properties were able to increase rent by 8.9%, nearly 10%. And so I'm seeing people's faces, as you know, as that seems, that is a lot, especially if you are a senior or someone that is on a fixed income, someone telling you your rent is going up by 10%, that may be the difference of you being able to stay in the district or not. And so I'm going to bypass all of the minutia, but I'm really proud that the council is poised to take action. And we are slated to cap rent at 6% for this year and 12% over 2 years. And so
8% for seniors.
8%, well,
So
4% this year, and 8% over the 2
Over
years.
2 years, they can go above that for seniors.
And that is huge. So the difference between nearly 10% increase and a 4% increase for seniors will mean a significant material difference in people's lives. And when we say 2 years, essentially what that means is we are passing this legislation at a time when we've already missed some building owners already raising the rent. And so if a building owner already raised the rent 8.9% this year because we are too late in acting on it, they cannot raise it any more than 12% over the 2 years. So they will only be able to make up the difference next year. Similarly for seniors, if we've already missed their rent increase, they won't be able to raise the rent for more than 8% for seniors. More to come on that, but want you to know that I applaud my colleague, Councilmember Lewis George, who's been a tireless advocate on this front and many others. And it has not been easy. There's been a lot of fear mongering, mudslinging, and lobbyists that are doing a lot of work to make sure that we did not get this done, but the council is poised to get that. So with that, I want to turn it over to my Ward 4 colleague, and then we're going to do the swearing.
All right. Good evening.
Let's give it up for my Ward 4 colleague.
Ward Bill, when he sat down and said, "Well, you doing the swearing in? We got to do this together because we're in Ward 5." I said, "Well, you don't know Ward 4 is in the building." So everybody who's Ward 4, wave your hand in the air. You see that? This is why. Okay. But it has always been, since I grew up here, Ward 4 and Ward 5 has always been cousins in here in DC. And this has always been our meeting space, actually. I remember coming to this library as a little girl and studying here. And so this has always been our meeting space. So I think it's fitting that both of us are here to swear in, because in many regards, LRCA has led the way in teaching us how to lead, how leaders lead. The many leaders who have come before us from this body right here has really paved the way for us. I look into this audience and I see so many of our leaders, our CA&C commissioners, LaRoya Huff. I see Allison Brooks holding it down for our 4B. I see our new director of Aging for Community Living, Sharon Hines. And of course, we can't forget Reverend Mays right here, who does so much for our community. So in so many respects, and Tisha's behind me, who Tisha always working. I swear she is. Look at her working right now. But so many people in this room have been outstanding leaders and continue to lead. This year, LRCA has done so much work in the past year. Whether it was for Mother's Day, whether it was Father's Day, I still am learning my steps. I'm gonna get the steps down very soon. LRCA knows how to throw a party. LRCA knows how to show up for community, whether it's the back to school drives, making sure our students had book bags for back to school, whether it's nutrition and food. Many of our seniors still deal with issues as it relates to that. And so you can always count on LRCA showing up, whether it's our Thanksgiving turkey drive, whether it's Thanksgiving dinners. This is what community looks like. LRCA has always led the way in what community looks like, whether it's supporting our small businesses. I saw we have the Parks Main Street, we have the best Main Street in the city. I'm not afraid to say it. We have the best Main Street board in the city. We have the best Main Street in the city.
because we support our businesses, and we have so many long-term businesses as well. And so this is an amazing time to see leadership staying and leadership going and leadership coming together. No one ever leaves LRCA and is actually retired. No one has ever stopped working. So everybody who thinks they're retired, they're not going nowhere. They're going to be right here, continuing to do the work. As my colleague said, we are busy as a council dealing with our budget. We did get a number of significant wins for our Ward 4 and Ward 5. But in Ward 4, really proud, we've been able to fund funding for us to have a ONES Leadership Academy for our middle schools in Ward 4. We need it now more than ever to have people in our schools helping divert our young people, making sure they are not getting into trouble. We make sure we have our Safe Passage program, Safe Passage restored at Coolidge, and not only at Coolidge, also at Roosevelt. As they come to and from school, we need to make sure they are safe and that they're getting to and from safely. We were able to put $5 million for another library to happen at Kennedy Street. We secured $5 million to acquire for a new library on Kennedy Street, which is a fight that neighbors have been asking for a while. What are we going to bring to Kennedy Street? So we are excited about that investment. For our seniors, I don't have to tell you, the Department of Aging and Community Living has so much there. They were able to expand program to make sure our seniors are going to get iPads. Our senior family rehabilitation program, you can continue to get support with getting your roof done, getting repairs to your home, to make sure our seniors can age in place. Just this past council budget period, I fought to make sure we were able to expand. Future funding will go to SNAP benefits. I say this because as inflation goes up, we have seen Congress, the Republicans in Congress are truly coming for everybody, including DC. And we saw so many of our seniors get cuts to their SNAP benefits. And so DC has decided to give SNAP a raise on our own, a 10% raise for those who get SNAP benefits. And we were able to designate future revenue to give SNAP a raise for our families and our seniors who need it most. So there's so many other things. They will be in our my newsletter on Friday. What other budget wins we have. I will not belabor that point because I know we have a busy place here tonight to be able to bring in our new leadership. But I want to say that I look forward to working with this new board, and I can continue to work with all of you, including our amazing ANC commissioner. Sorry, I see you. Michael Cohen is also here from 4B. Good to see you as well. We have a number of leadership here, and I take the lead of these dynamic leaders. I also have the ability to have Barbara Rogers not only as a member here, president of this year, but also my community engagement director in my office. And I'm honored to serve with her and to have her. What's that? To not only have her serve with me here, but also to serve in this role. And I look forward to continue to working together to make sure this community gets all the investments, all the love and community and support that it deserves. So without further ado, let us bring up this new board and let's swear them in.
Thank you, Councilor.
Thank
All
you.
the new board, please come forward.
I've got Uchenna. I see you over there too, Uchenna. You're not getting out of this either. Uchenna's another one. Thought she retired, never retired, kept working.
She know I go on. Okay, should we turn this way? You want to turn this way? Okay. Yeah, because here, come around, you all. You kind of come around because we're doing it here. We're streaming, so try to put yourself in the. You're okay.
I'm looking at the screen and I see there you go.
All right. If everyone could please raise your right hand and repeat after me. After I say I, you will state your name. And after I say duties of, you will also state your position. I, Cheryl, and your position?
Trustee.
I affirm that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of
Trustee. President.
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
and in accordance with the bylaws of the Lamond-Riggs Citizens Association
In accordance with the bylaws of the Lamond-Riggs Citizens Association
and the laws of the District of Columbia.
and the laws of the District of Columbia.
Congratulations on your new position and welcome to the LRCA Executive Board.
yeah. Okay, so we want to present the council members with an award. So you all come, and it actually reads in honor and recognition of your outstanding service to the Lamond-Riggs community through your participation as council member Ward 4, council member Ward 5, your efforts, dedication, and commitment to Lamond-Riggs Citizens Association is greatly appreciated. Thank you all so much.
Right here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Please. Oh, thank you so much. I think this is fine. Okay, what time do we have? Okay, so we're gonna move really quickly. Okay. We're gonna move really quickly because we want you all to get some of that good food in the back. Miss Mack. Oh, no, where's Miss Mack? Come. So I'm gonna turn this over to Ms. Mack here. She's gonna do a couple of presentations.
Okay. First of all, I would like for Andre Lee to come to the front, please. Andre, first of all, we appreciate everything you does for Ward 4, our seniors. You've come for the longest and you've been through the pandemic on Thursday and Fridays, and some days we got extra days. And now you're also doing our community on the third Saturday at 12 p.m. at Riggs the South Community Center. And he's doing fresh produce. You get fresh meat and just bring a bag and he'll fill your bag up every third Saturday at Lamond-Riggs the South Community Center. So in honor of Andre Lee, in honor and recognition of your outstanding service to the Lamond-Riggs community through your participation as a distributor of meals to the community and recreation committee, your efforts, dedication, and commitments to the Lamond-Riggs Citizen Association is greatly appreciated. And it's signed by our president.
Thank you. You have one more, right?
Right, yes, the other guy didn't come. So also we have awards for Department of Health.
Yes.
Michael Parker.
Yes. Whenever we call Department of Health, he comes running.
So Mr. Parker, in honor and recognition of your outstanding services to the Lamond-Riggs community, through your participation as the Department of Health, taking care of the roads and everything else in our neighborhood, we appreciate all of your services. Your efforts, dedication, and commitment to our neighborhood is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, no problem. Can we get the Development Task Force to come up front? Where's your Shanna? Can you get you Shanna, please? Okay, so this is Mr. Oliver. Is Deborah here?
No.
Okay, Deborah Grinstead is our chair. Mr. Oliver is our co-chair. So we're just gonna let him say a little bit about the Development Task Force, and we'll take a picture.
Okay, fantastic. Well, let me start by saying that the Development Task Force has been around for years, and I'm just happy to join it when I did. I learned a lot from these ladies and from their predecessors, and what they've done is they put things in motion almost a decade ago that is now showing fruition now. So what this shows is that people plan ahead, you think ahead, you sow the seeds, and you finally get a crop. And that crop is all the work they've done, not only with EYA and the Community Benefits Agreement that's in place now that has helped many organizations in this community. It's also helped the Parks Main Street. And if in the future, if everything works out right, it'll even help getting us a park in this area just across the street from Chick-fil-A. So we are still working hard to get all this done. But I just want to thank my colleagues, Gwen, Tisha, and Yushetta for all the good work they have done.
Yeah.
And for all the good work that they will do in the future. But also I have another colleague, the co-chair, Deborah Grimstead, who has done a lot of work, and I'm sorry that she wasn't able to make it today, but she's been an integral part in helping to get the whole process of the park on the table. Now, and I will say that money was left for us to put together a park, but that was before, the budget season, so I don't know if the money's still there. Hopefully it is.
We'll see.
We'll see. But the thing is that, this is an enjoyable event. I'm working with good people. And to close, I'm going to say this. This is a quote from Gil Scott-Heron. He says, "Nobody can do everything, but everybody can do something." And these ladies have done something in this community.
Thank you. All right.
Did you get her a certificate?
Oh, all right.
Shanna don't have her certificate.
Oh, you kids.
I'm sorry, yeah, I need to hold mine.
All right.
All right. This is a official picture. You get on your phone, Shannon.
This way. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Senior committee, can I get the senior committee up here?
Oh, they're right.
Senior committee. We just have a few more, you all. These people have done a lot of good work this year, last 2 years, so we definitely want to recognize them. You okay? Okay. Where's Miss Barbara Lee? Did she leave? Oh, you, okay. Miss Lee. And Mary Wade, you okay? Come on.
Miss Lee.
As Miss Barbara Lee is coming, I'm going to turn it over to Reverend Mays. She is the chair and Mr. Edgar here is the co-chair. So this is the senior committee. They've done a lot of good things the last couple of years. Reverend Mays.
Good evening again, and I'd like to say I really have enjoyed working with the committee as a whole, from the executive board on. Barbara here has been my background, but these people you see in front of you, they have really worked tirelessly with me, helping us to get things organized for the senior committee, such as Mother's Day, Father's Day, coffee with a cop, all of that good stuff. We have tried to do things to bring out more seniors, and this time, when I start again, I'm still working on trying to get more seniors in the neighborhood involved. Because I tell them, as I had a note in one of the newsletters back here some time ago, you didn't retire to sit at home. Life begins at 8. So you retired to enjoy life. So that's what I intend to see the seniors do. Get out of their house, come and mingle, and meet people they don't know, meet their neighbors. Neighbors are supposed to love one another. That's what the word of God tells us. So, and I believe in us getting out and associating with each other and learning each other. You don't have to run in and out of people's houses, but you can still come to the community centers, the library, and everywhere, wherever we are, and meet with us. That's right. I want to thank everybody, and I want to thank my committee for working with me.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, now I have some individual, where are my individual ones? Sophia Tacola, Officer Simon, Mr. Culpepper. Is Mr. Gaston here? All right. Come on up. For you all who don't know, this is Sophia Tacola. She is our Ward 4 MOCA, and she works very hard. And you can call her anytime. Next, we have Officer Simon. How can this, he lives in our community and always answers his phone. Anything we ask him for, he's always there. Thank you so much. And we have Mr. Oh, Carlos, can you come up as well? We have Mr. Culpepper. Yeah. Mr. Culpepper, as you can see, is with Pepco. Again, anything we call him for, he's always there, very supportive of LRCA, and we want to say thank you. And we have Carlos McKnight. This is our Ward 5 Constituent Service Coordinator. He, again, lives in the community. He is part of Councilmember Zachary Parker's office. Again, very involved, very helpful. Thank you so much. So, here we go. And let's take a picture. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wait a minute. We're gonna give Sophia a minute to say something, and then we're gonna recognize Mr. Gaston. Sophia.
Hi, everybody. So like it was said, I'm from the mayor's office, and first I wanted to say thank you to this community. Coming into the mayor's office, this community actually was the first community I sat down with and I got to meet, and from Ms. Mack, Ms. Brooks, current Commissioner Brooks, Ms. Wade, and so many others. You guys just welcomed me like family and consider you my own. So thank you for that. And then I'll give one quick update from the mayor's office. For any of our low income residents who are enrolled in SNAP benefits starting June 28th. There is a new program called Metro Lift that will enable everybody to qualify for Metro that is half off. So that starts real soon, June 20th, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you again for the certificate and welcoming me into your family.
All right, thank you so much, Sophia. Now we want to recognize, you all know who this is. This is Mr. David Gaston. He is our branch manager here at the library. So, I'm gonna turn it over to David.
Thank you. Just really quickly, I just want to welcome you all to the branch this evening, but you know, I'm really honored to be able to get this, but I just wanted to take a moment and call up one of my staff, Taylor Wilson, and to make it very clear that, you know, while I'm the branch manager, I love this job. It's the best job I've ever had. It's never been a job for me. It's been more like an assignment. I feel truly blessed to be able to serve this community. And our staff are just like every other member of the community. As you can see, our sister Taylor is something special about her. And when we serve you, it's really an extension of what my expectation is for me to serve my staff. You know, we have to feel good. We have to, you know, focus on our lives and what we're trying to accomplish and what we're achieving. And when we feel good about that, it makes it easier to come to work and to serve other people. It's not, you know, we can't miss that. If we're not happy, how can we come here and be happy for you? So my goal is to make sure that I'm clear about not just receiving any accolades like as if it's just about David. I have an amazing team of people. And I just wanted Taylor to share in this moment. And I want you to know that this is a part of what we're going to be doing here to lift up our staff, and encourage our staff as one team. And that's what you get when we treat you the way we treat you. It's an extension of what we do for ourselves. And I just wanted to tell Taylor in front of everybody how much I appreciate you, how proud I am of you. And I'm pretty sure that I think this is an example of the type of moment that we need to have more of for our staff, because there's not always platforms for those that are reshelving, checking you in, doing that behind the scenes work where the platform for them is created. And I just didn't want to miss this opportunity. Thank you, Taylor, for what you do.
Right there.
Thank you. Right here.
Okay, I promise, we only got two more awards. Can we get the bereavement committee? And also people that help pass out our newsletter every month. If you pass out a newsletter, come up front. Come up front. We have quite a few people that take time out of their busy Saturday or Sunday and pass out the newsletter. And I need the bereavement committee up here as well. Okay, this is Apostle Paul Smith. I'd like to say a little bit about the bereavement committee. And so yeah.
Thank you, President Margaret. Again, good evening, everyone. The bereavement committee is a committee that you usually don't find at most organizations in the city. But we were called to head this committee because why? Because we know that death is going to happen. Amen. And also death is uncertain. And so the purpose of the bereavement committee is to let our community friends know that someone is caring for, that someone is praying for, and that most of all, there's always hope, even in death. And so what we do is we give out a card on behalf of the association. And one of us, blessed to have the team of bereavement committee members who are always available to drop our card by our family's home and give out condolences on behalf of the association, not on behalf of the bereavement committee, but on behalf of the association. So that's primarily what we do. And we certainly hope and pray that while all of us are dealing with some kind of hardship that comes to death and grieving, that the most important thing is to give hope to each other. So we thank you so much for this honor and look forward to it.
All right, thank you so much. Reverend Mays, you're on the bereavement committee. And Miss Van. And Miss Van. Vote. It's the newsletter too. Come on. Just. I'm sorry. This your last one. Reverend Mays. All right. Picture. Okay.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right, just want to recognize just a few more people. Danielle Lewis here, who is actually going to be our incoming first vice president. She was also the chair of our health committee. So I'm looking forward to working with Danielle for these next 2 years. And thank you so much. Come on, get our picture. All right. And Eugenia Evans, the camera person, we want to recognize Eugenia as always supporting LRCA through work, through her donations. She is a stark supporter of LRCA and we really, really appreciate you.
Get LLC banner in there. All right.
Okay, did I miss anybody? Did Gwen come up? Oh, you can, okay. I just don't want to miss anybody. So we have a lot more awards, but we will give them out. We're gonna stop now so that you all can eat that food before we have to leave. So please get something to eat. Thank you again for your support. Anybody in here, we have a couple of positions open. You're more than welcome to join us, okay? Thank you all so much. Oh, okay. Can we get the new board to come up? All the new board come up. We're gonna take a picture with council member. Everybody, one more time. Just one more time. One more time. I said that was your life. You should have. You should have. Who's taking the picture? Oh, Carlo. You should have. You all get something to eat. Wait, let me take a picture right there. Can I take a picture? Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. So you gotta open up that shirt. Don't even try it. Hello, I'm Barbara Rogers, president of LRCA. Thank you all so much for joining us online. We really, really appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.